What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having an awesome day. I am definitely fired up. It's been a long, productive day, and I want to give you an update as to what's going on in the Hayden Bridge area. So this house just came on the market over there on 1977 55th Street. It was built in 1951. It sits on a little bit less than a quarter acre lot. It's got 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1048 square feet. They're asking 349 for it, and it's right in that first time home buyer price point. So I wouldn't be surprised if it sells quickly. They did mention that just due to lack of funds, that they won't be performing any repairs. So just something to be mindful of. They are offering $1,000 credit for the appliances, and I think that's probably because there's no stove in there. So we'll take a look at that here in a minute. So here you've got your 1 car garage, ductless unit here, nice sized front yard, and then you've got a nice sized backyard as well. They mentioned the roof was put on about 3 to 5 years ago, so you're not going to have to worry about that for the next 20 to 25 years, just depending on how well you maintain it. Here's your living room area here. Looks like they've put in new carpet in this room. They kept the old wood paneling here. Looks like you've got like a shiplap look going on here. Here's your ductless unit I was talking about. And it looks like you need to do a little bit of painting in this room. It's really hard to tell because I don't know if that's a shadow of the curtains, but it kind of looks like you're going to have to do some painting in this room. So here's the kitchen here. As I mentioned, there's no stove. There's also no refrigerator. So something to keep in mind when you're putting that into your budget. Again, they are offering $1,000 credit towards appliances. So that might help you out a little bit. Here's the bathroom here. A little outdated, but it's got some nice space here. Got your toilet here. You've got baseboard heating for this room here. Doesn't look like they updated the carpeting in here, so you could probably get away with it the way it is right now. And then down the road, you could update it. Got your hallway here. Another bedroom here. Here's your utility room / mud room. And then here's your backyard. So pretty big backyard. Got your she shed here as well. You have to fence this in for dogs or any animals you have, but this would be pretty easy to do. Your 1 car garage here. So there you have it. Cute little house. Like I said, I think it's going to sell quickly for the price range that it's in. And I'm curious to see how this one is develops. Okay. I did this last time too. Fortunately, I'm getting a little bit quicker. That way you guys are looking at the houses and not looking at me. But again, so like I said, 349 price range. If you know somebody or you're looking at purchasing it for yourself, give me a call at 541-515-9149. Would love to help you. So then we got this house here. I talked about it in one of my other videos as well. They were only they're currently on the market for 6 days, and they reduced the price from 430 to 410 yesterday. So a significant price drop, about 20 grand. for only being on the market 5 days, which tells me they're pretty motivated to get it sold. So if you know of somebody who's looking to purchase this, or you're looking at purchasing it for yourself, give me a call. Love to help you. So DR Hortons, they just put up a couple of their new construction homes over there in the Marcolo Meadows subdivision. To give you an idea, this is their one-story model, which they call the Spruce Plan. In case you're looking on their website, looking at specifically how the model layout's going to be and everything. I'm not going to go into the pictures just because there's a couple that they put on here. And again, if there's anything specifically you're interested in, go check out their website or give me a call. Love to help you, walk you through that process. So this is their, like I said, the Spruce Plan that they've got, which is 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, a half bath, 1,435 square feet, around $420. And then they've got this one here, which is also their one-story model. This also the Spruce Plan. They dropped the price to $423 or $424 yesterday, so they dropped it about $6,000 from their original price of $429 or $430. So same square footage, bathrooms, bedrooms is the last one. Here's another one of their homes. This is the Amber model. This is a 2-story one that they have over there. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 1,837 square feet. Just came on the market yesterday, and they're asking $430 for this one. I know I talk a lot about the DR Horton homes. They're a big subdivision going on in the Hayden Bridge area right now. So that's why this one's being talked about a lot. And again, they just posted like 5 or 6 of them. So they're definitely motivated to get their home sold. So this one just came on the market yesterday. This is the Moreland model that they have. Also 1 story as well. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,630 square feet. So a little bit bigger than their Spruce Plan or their Spruce model. And they're asking $435 for this one. Then we got here an older home that's been on the market for a while. They did just drop the price from $470 to $450. And their original price was $500. So just to give you an idea, seems like they're pretty motivated of getting it sold as well. They've only been on the market 44 days. And with the price drops, that's not a whole lot of time. This one's over here on 3065 Game Farm Road in Springfield. It's on just a little bit over a half-acre lot. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1,421 square feet. It's a 1-story house, and they say it can be used both for commercial and residential. It's right over there next to the Riverbend Hospital, and I'll show you the pictures here. So 2-car garage, you've got your chimney here. Just from a bird's eye view of looking at the roof, I'd probably say it's about 5 to 10 years old. Don't quote me on that. But just from what I'm seeing, it definitely doesn't look that old. Now, again, that's where an inspector is going to come in and take a look at it so we have a better idea as to what the age of the roof is and then also what the life expectancy is. So here you've got Martin Luther King, and so this house is southwest of Riverbend Hospital. You've got linoleum flooring in here. And I don't know if that's the front door or not. You got your kitchen here. Cabinets are outdated, but can easily still continue to be used. You got a dishwasher here. Nice little dining table here. And then here's your living room area. You've got an old gas fireplace, and depending on if this one is certified or not, you'll have to have this removed for financing purposes. Got tile here. Looks like older carpeting. Nice big window here to let in a lot of natural light. Then you've got another area here past the sliding door, which looks like they're having it being used as a office. And then you've got your primary bedroom here with 2 closets. Bathroom here. Another bedroom here. So overall, I think the house is in pretty good condition. It just needs to be updated, but I don't see anything glaring that sticks out to me as far as needing to be taken care of. Here looks like is your backyard, little shed here. It's not fenced at all, so if you've got animals of any sort, that's something you definitely have to take into consideration. And then here's that crossroad going towards Riverbend or the other businesses here. And then here's a better view of that you can see here as well. So, cute little house. I think if it was 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, it would definitely already be sold for that price. So we'll have to see how that continues to develop. This is their Cambridge model over there in the Marcolos Meadows subdivision by D.R. Horton. It's 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 2335 square feet. Just came on the market yesterday, and they're asking $485 for it. Here's another one. This is their Ballard floor plan, which, if I remember correctly, this is one of their biggest models that they have. So they just reduced the price from 502 or 503 to 500,000. So not a huge price drop. They did originally start at 512 or 511,995. So, again, not a huge price drop from where they were at a couple of days ago, but just something to be aware of, that, again, they are motivated to get their homes sold so they can continue to build them. This one has 5 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, 35 square feet. It is 2 stories, and let's just see. The primary bedroom is upstairs, as well as all the other bedrooms. What's on the main floor is the living room, kitchen, and dining area. I don't know if there's anything else, but just looking at this tells me that those are the 3 primary things on the main floor, and then everything else is on the upper. Even the laundry room is up there. So something to keep in mind if you're thinking long term, or already in that stage where you need to have a bedroom on the main floor. Then we've got this house here over on 836 Old Orchard Lane. They've been on the market 84 days, and they recently just reduced the price from $699 to $685. This house is 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 28 square feet, and it was built in 2002 on a little bit less than a quarter acre lot, 0.18. Looks like it was a custom Butler built home. So just looking at the house from the outside, it looks really nice. You've got your 2-car garage here, Big window here. Looks like you get a lot of light in here. Gas fireplace. Big window here. Got a lot of cabinet space here in the kitchen. Dishwasher here. So appliances could be updated. Little dining table here. And then it looks like they've got another area for dining as well. This was probably staged just to give you a better idea. Nice big room here. Could easily fit a king in here and have 2 nightstands. Again, another seating area with a table. Double vanity here with some cabinet space. Looks like in the mirror you've also got a closet in here as well. Nice sized bedroom. Again, looks like it's a nice sized bedroom, possibly being used for an office. Here's your other bathroom here. Ductless unit upstairs. This looks like it's just kind of open space that you could use this for as an office, maybe an entertainment room, playroom for the kids. Little seating area. I don't really get an idea as to where this is in the house though. I'll have to look back and see. So you got 2 rooms here. Bathroom upstairs, which looks like it's this room right here, just based on the mirror that I'm looking at right here. Utility room, possibly more storage, and then leads to the garage. Cabinet space here. Then you got a nice back patio here. I would definitely extend that. That way you have a little bit more privacy. Maybe do like a barbecue or something back here. Even add like a hot tub. Even do a cold plunge. I'm obsessed with the cold plunge. You guys are probably gonna hear me talk. You guys are probably gonna hear me talk about the cold plunge like a million times. Little garden area here. In the River Glen area. So cute house. I know there's another one over there on Old Orchard Lane as well. Or I might be thinking of a different area. I don't know if what they're asking for is good or not. I'd have to look at the comps. But they did just recently reduce the price, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. Looks like everything's on the master or main floor. And then you've got that bonus room upstairs. Property taxes are pretty high, $7,200 a year. Then you've got an HOA of $330 a year, which is pretty insignificant. Then we've got this house here. Originally, I thought it was a flip, but it's hard to tell because there's some stuff that's been uncompleted with it. I'll show you the pictures here in a minute. So this one's over here on 1829 Yolanda Avenue. It was built in 1966 on a .2 lot, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1678 square feet. It was only on the market for 10 days before receiving an offer. This house is 2 stories. So let's go ahead and get into it. So you've got your 2-car garage here. And it's possible I might have already talked about this one in a previous video, or I had some audio issues, so I had to redo the video. So if I've already made a video on this one, let me know. You've got a metal roof here, and from my understanding, these can last you up to 50 years. So double the life of most roof expectancies. So pretty awesome to see. You've also got this like fascia siding just to break it up a little bit. Definitely gives it more character. I really like what they've done with this here as well, with the numbers for the house. And then the yellow door just pops as well. So I like that a lot. This is what kind of gave me the impression that it was a flip. From some later pictures, you're gonna see why I started to think that it probably wasn't. But they've completely painted this black, the wood burning fireplace, which I think looks amazing. Then you've got this laminate flooring in here, which looks like again a pretty standard for someone who's flipping a house. Lights turn off on me for a second. You've got stainless steel appliances in here, pretty standard countertops. Looks like they didn't change out the cabinets either, just because they're in good shape. This looks like you could use this as like a drawing area with chalk or something. Then you've got stairs going up, which, let me see. This kind of confuses me a little bit because I see this here. So this looks like it's on the main floor. Got your another fireplace here, which is probably on the other side of where the other fireplace is. I have to look at it in person to get a better idea. Here's your utility room that connects to the bathroom. I'm guessing that this is also in here as well because they don't have any half baths in here. Because then when I also look at this one with the double vanities, they've also got the shower here. So I know it's kind of hard with a smaller space like this to get a really good picture of both, but this kind of gives me an idea that this is the shower that's in that bathroom, the smaller one, and it's just on the flip side. And then you've got a bigger bathroom connected to the master right here. And then I think it's also like a Jack and Jill setup too, where this is the primary bedroom, another bedroom, and then as you can see here, it connects to the bathroom. But then also you've got this door that leads out. So not exactly a private bathroom. It's more of a Jack and Jill setup where you can access it from the primary bedroom as well as from the hallway. Then you've got a nice big backyard here. So overall, really cute house. And honestly, it might be a flip because some of the pictures that I was expecting to see weren't in there, but I might also be confusing a couple of houses just because I look at so many. Because there was one I was looking at where it was like, it might be this one, where it had a bunch of stuff in a room where it looked like they just had, no, it's not this one. And I think I've talked about this one as well. But this one's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, 1,275 square feet. It was only on the market 2 days before receiving an offer. So more than likely, they received their asking price, if not more, over there on 2496 Deborah Drive. So if you've got a house on Deborah Drive, definitely give me a call because I know I just helped another client purchase a house over there as well. And they got a killer deal on it. So I know houses are definitely moving in that area over there. So if you've got a house on Deborah Drive, or you know someone who's wanting to sell their house and move, definitely give me a call. Then you've got this house over here on 2405 35th Street. It was built in 1962. It's on a .23 acre lot, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 1683 square feet. It was on the market for 27 days before receiving an offer. And I know they originally started at 450, and then they dropped the price a couple of weeks ago, and then they received an offer. So I don't know if they ended up getting the 425 price or if they negotiated on it. Just for the sake of time, I'm not going to get into the pictures, but if you want to check it out online, the address is 2405 35th Street in Springfield. Then we got this one over here. This is their spruce plan, like the other two we talked about. So this one was on the market for 24 days before going pending. Now this is kind of interesting, and I think so it was originally listed for 425, and then they changed it to 439.95 like a day or two before they went pending. So this probably tells me that's what they ended up selling it for, and just to for whatever reason they decided to change it to that price while they went pending. Now I have a couple different theories on that. I don't know, for legal reasons if I'm allowed to share or not, and also just on speculation I'm not going to share. But I think it's pretty smart if that is actually the price that it ended up selling for, to do that, because it helps agents like myself to understand what they're selling for. They probably gave seller concessions, something along those lines, just for me to be more educated, so I can keep you guys more informed as to what's going on in the market. Then we've got this one over here. It was on the market for 43 days before receiving an offer and eventually selling. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1080 square feet. It sold for $342. It was built in 1977 on a .17 lot. This one's over here on 1271 T Street. Again, just for sake of time, I'm not going to get into the pictures. But they originally started at 369. Then they were at 349.5. I don't know if they were doing any price reductions in between, but those are the price. So this was the list price once they ended up receiving an offer back in October 20th. And then they sold for cash $342. So property taxes $3,100. So not bad at all. Then we've got this one over here. This is their spruce plan. Just a quick look. I can look at the square footage and get a pretty good idea. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. But fortunately, I was right this time. It was 5 days on the market before going pending and selling. They were originally at 425, or again 424,995. Just for the sake of rounding it up and everything, I'm gonna do that for you guys. They sold for conventional financing, and then they sold it for just a little under 435. So this probably tells me that they gave, again, concessions for the buyer's closing costs to either buy down the rate, help them, save money in their pocket, whatever the case may be, just a smart thing for them to do to keep their houses moving. Again, here's another one. This is their Lupin model, 2 stories, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 1768 square feet. And they sold it for $442,395. They originally started at $435. So I imagine they gave some concessions for the closing costs. And, you know, this is more on my side. If you guys want to educate yourselves because you're thinking about becoming an agent or something along those lines in the future, you know, here's also the sold terms. And I don't know if you can see that on Zillow or anything like that, but just kind of a cool little thing to see, what kind of buyers there are out there, whether it's cash, conventional, VA, FHA, all that stuff. I think it's kind of a small detail, but it's just something to educate yourself. That way, what kind of financing people are getting and all of those things. So just a little thing to be mindful of. So this house over here on 2640 Hayden Bridge Road was built in 1910. It was on the market for 100 days before receiving an offer. And I'll get into that here in a minute as to why it sat so long on the market. It sits on 1.1 acres, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,804 square feet. If you want to check out the pictures, go to my website, Zillow, Realtor.com, whatever your favorite website is, check it out on there. That way you can see the pictures. They sold it for 451, and originally, now I didn't go too deep into like how many price reductions they did, but they started at 630. And then eventually, when they received the offer of 451, they were at 479. So about $28,000 difference for when they received the offer, and it was conventional financing. And if I remember correctly on this one too, it was a bumpable position where the buyers had to sell their house in order to purchase this house. So when a house sits, on the market a little bit longer, you're definitely going to get less than the asking price. Honestly, I think 630, they were probably way too high just from. So I think this is the one that I saw where it looked like it still needed some work. And again, I'm probably wrong. It's got a nice 3 bay shop. Yeah, I think I'm wrong. No, okay, so this one did need a little bit of work as well. It's not exactly the property that I was thinking about, but this one did need some work. So, if you're sitting on the market for a long time, houses like this do show you that there are still homes getting sold that are sitting long on the market. Just be mindful that more than likely you're going to get less than if you priced it right originally, especially as interest rates have just skyrocketed for the last, couple of months. And then we've got this last house here over there on 3560 Ambleside Drive. It was built in 2003. It was on the market 63 days before receiving an offer and then eventually selling. Sits on a .13 lot, 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 3,258 square feet. And if you follow me on Facebook, I just did a video of a couple of the new construction homes, buy breeding homes over there on the River Heights Drive. And I talk about in that video or in another video where a lot of these houses are somewhere in the ballpark of 5 to 900,000. So no surprise there. And the cool thing too, so even if you are on the market for a long time, but you're priced well, this is a good this gives you some hope to be able to see that they originally were at 700,000 the entire time they were on the market for 63 days. They didn't reduce the price, eventually received an offer and sold for 695. So $5,000 less than the asking price for conventional financing. So that's where a good agent like myself is going to look at what's going on in the market, if we need to reduce the price in order to attract buyers, or if it's one of those things where we need to, wait for the long game. So just something to keep in mind, each home is unique. The strategies that we utilize are going to be very specific to your home. There are strategies we utilize to help your home stand out from all the other competition that's out there, other homes that you're going to be competing against for that buyer's attention. But again, just something to be aware of that, just because you've been on the market a long time doesn't necessarily need to do a price reduction. So, that's where having a conversation with you, I'm going to be honest with you about, what to expect, what we're seeing, all of these things, days on market, all of that. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I hope this helps you, and I'll keep you updated on what's going on in the market. I'll talk to you soon.